Skills. Welcome to the show. As the title says, question and answer. I've got that TW guide back. Those interesting questions. But I'm not really seeing any fitness questions in here, except at the bottom. So let's go ahead and start at the top. You right, say, player, how would you advise us we are having a good conversation upon meeting a girl, and when getting a number, she says she has a boyfriend. Okay, here's the thing. I've been with girls that had boyfriends and they didn't tell me about it. I go by what you're probably not aware of. I go by eye contact here. Girls with boyfriends generally don't give out eye contact. Happen to you, just so you know that. So this means that you're not listening to a goddamn thing I say. Chasing. I don't work with hoe chasers. Okay, I don't work with cold approaching. Your percentage of cold approaches is what it is. It's like sales. There's a certain sales percentage every person has. If you're a cold approacher, you'll find out you have a certain percentage of times you close, depending on how good looking you are. So this question obviously comes either from a hoe chaser or someone who actually lacks real experience. Now, if she did say she had a boyfriend, smile on your face. What does that say about the boyfriend? What does it say about her, though? Away or just view this as a test? Hell no. You got to stop this. You're black. You got to stop this Caucasian PUA nonsense shit. They see everything. They see it as a test. It's not a test. It's when she blurts it out like that, it's obvious that she ain't feeling some of these guys. And they'll use that, I got a boyfriend. It depends, but you said you have a good conversation. Okay, when she's used as defense, she'll say right up at front. And that's what happens to hoe chasers. That's what you get. If you're hoe chasing and your girl just says, I got a boyfriend, she don't want you talking to her. Get the fuck out of her face. Save some kind of pride and just walk the fuck off. Thanks for your time. Step off. Don't be immature about it. Don't be bitch ass about it. Be men about it. Well, thank you for your time. You have a good day. Easy. A girl that's got a boyfriend is not, and is true to her boyfriend, is not going to be throwing her eye contact around. Why any girl that you approach would come out and say something like that. The thing is that you said, you've been having a good conversation. The conversation wasn't good to her. It might have been good in your mind, but what if your breath stank, or what if she's trying to get out of this conversation, but you're too stupid to even see it. She finally says, well, I got a boyfriend, just get rid of you. The last scenario, and that would be something like Jovina. She told guys if she was seeing somebody, but she wasn't dating people seriously, and those kind of girls are few and far in between that'll be up front with you, that will say but we can still go on a date or something, talk to each other. That question, you got to stop overthinking this shit, TW. Overthink this shit. Come back with some real life experiences that can help you solve, instead of sitting there thinking about stuff and then clacking away on your keyboard. It's my time that wastes your time. You come up, you create all these questions. You think the guys that my guys want to know. My guys are learning this goddamn game. You're the only person who seems like you're behind, not learning shit, as judging by this particular question. Ever had this kind of problem? You're talking to a girl, and towards the end, you want to get her number. He says, and when getting a number, she says she has a boyfriend. And has ever had that problem? Really, there were girls that I found out later on that had boyfriends. She didn't want me to know because she wanted to get laid. That some girls they'll be honest with you and say they got a boyfriend, and then they'll let you know they're open though. My thing is, I don't want any trouble with boyfriends. You know, I don't want to get shot because a lot of guys out there are simps. They don't know that, you know, it was your female's choice. Every man's gonna be a dog, as my mom used to say. So, you know, it's the female's fault. It's not about you. It's her issues, her fault. Okay, she chose to open up her legs other than men. That's what that idiot alpha refused to accept. His girl chose to cheat on him. Forgot to tighten his game up. He's stuck trolling because he thinks, you know, you got to give your girls more, give her things to do, and he thinks that's why his girl started cheating. If she was honest with him, he really needs to be honest with him. This dude off the hook, so he quit. Really quickly, looking to get your wisdom on the following. I read when I did the animal color water game about her fantasy. Good job on that part. She said she can't think of any. They don't trust you yet. So someone you probably talk for a minute, then did out a animal color water game. That a long time, getting her to develop rapport with you and having her relax and you're laughing and joking. A game on her. See, that's the difference. Relaxed and open up, then you can coach it out of her. She said, I can't think of any. Well, we'll try. Did you say, we'll try to think of something? Anything. Just give me anything. That out of girls, by the way. Now, there are girls who don't fantasize. Shovina, a Catholic thing or anything like that. She never fantasized. She don't masturbate. Thing or something, I don't know, but she never had fantasies. And I had to coach something out of her. I think she said, well, you know, holding someone, being held by someone, that was your sexual fantasy? Okay. Handle a girl like this when massaging the clit with no fantasy, I would create one for her. Okay? Did y'all get to start? I want you to imagine and then create a sexual fantasy for her. Or you could create a fantasy. You don't have to use your own. It's better if you use your own, but if she ain't got any, create one. Women will have different preferences, but what are general things you can say to appeal to any woman? Yeah, they're usually softer. They don't want to imagine getting rammed in the ass. Michael Nolan, if you show up today, they don't want to think about getting rammed in the ass. You think about it. See how you like it. They want to think about, you know, laying there being held by a man. Kissing. Their fantasies, you know, tend to be much softer. Like some girls will fantasize about another girl and going down on her, down to her breast, and then kissing her ribs, and then down to her, you know what? Some women show different signs when coming. Showing me the same signs. I don't know. I guess you haven't been with a girl that came. Obviously, they've shown me the exact same signs: the face, the breathing, the panting. Now, here's where shit. Sorry to say that to you and get aggressive with you, but with how women at times fake orgasms, she had one. Okay. If you have ever paid attention to what I talked about, you know that I tune into a woman's body. That means I can feel the contractions in her stomach. If my dick is inside, I can feel the contractions of her vagina. Okay? I've also never had a girl fake it. I can feel the contractions. I can feel the contractions. My stomach on hers. I learned to open my mouth and talk. Even my ex-wife didn't fake. You can feel it in the rapidity of their breathing. You could feel it in the contractions of their stomach. You can feel it in the contractions of their vagina, body, if you fucking get out of your head and tune into them like I do. That's how I can tell I can stop just before she comes. Tuned into her. It makes me sad the way you guys are today with women. Let me real quick on something. Hold on. Waiting for the page. There we go. Everything's run. Oh, I'm on the wrong shit. Hope this is coming in clearly. What's up, Remo? What's up? B Time Fitness. I agree. Best keep it moving, simple. Remo says, "Yo, Supreme live from NYC. It's Remo." Let's get back to these questions. Good job on actually going up and talking to a girl. With the term "make your mouth her prayer book," what would you say to a woman when you're spitting your contract so that she understands no matter what you ask, she is doing what's best for both of you? When I spit a contract, I spit it on her. I don't ever tell a girl, you know, Susan, I'm seeing a bunch of other chicks, and if you want to have some sex, you can get in line. Do I look that stupid? Seem like I have that less game? Like I have no game about me? When I spit my contract, a lot of times it's when the girl will say, well, where's this going? I don't give them a contract for a long time. Or at least I didn't. A lot of times, sometimes I would say it, you know, right after, you know, in bed, girls will ask a question. So are you seeing other people? And that's when the time for the contract. But let's see, let me see if I understand this question. Mouth her prayer book. She is doing what's best for you both. I have no idea what you're talking about, to be honest. Anybody understand what he's saying? Term, make your mouth her prayer book. Yes. Okay. That means Over time, doesn't get the fact it's over time. This girl's becomes so attached to you. Over time, you do the mind fuck. You do all the domination stuff. It doesn't happen. You don't own the female after the first fuck. Her interest is up. Fuck. What would you say to a woman when spitting your contract? Well, what I always said was, hey, when the time, the question came up, yeah, I'm seeing other girls, but we can continue this. I enjoy this. I said, I'll say, I'm looking for Mrs. Right. I'm looking for the girl that I can settle down with. So it takes time. That's my contract. So that she understands, no matter what you ask, and what's best for you both. A lot of girls aren't going to do what's best for you both when you first meet them. She's going to do what's best for her. Best dick, she's going to go there. Okay? Again, this is one of those questions that's not based on reality for me. It's one of these, you sit around thinking about shit. That's why I get so irritated with your questions. Instead of give me stuff that you are experiencing. I can't stand what ifs. Pet peeve. No, listen, I really have a pet peeve against what ifs. That's the wrong thing to ask me that shit. For you in Greece. Well, Greece is not here. Emails, but I haven't got a response yet. He might be taking some time off. He might be from Spokane. He might be in Seattle. I'm not sure where he's at. So I can't answer this question. Forward this to him, and he hasn't responded, so he's not near a computer, obviously. Okay. Fitness. Apart from incline and flat bench press, what if it's like cussing at me? It's just wrong. It shouldn't even exist in the English language. Chest exercises do you recommend? Yeah, decline bench press. If you had a choice between flat and decline, do decline, because decline will build the bottom part of the pecs. I tried looking for your ab routine, but couldn't find it. Is it on your YouTube channels? I have it, most of my ab stuff hidden. Let me see if it'll come up. I just put up a video called Gym Advice. So let me pull up another browser tab. I'm looking at one of my private business. And I don't think I would give that out because I think my phone number is on some of this stuff. Calling me. I hate being called on my personal private line. I did get a text from somebody and I tried to ask who it was. And I said, you know what, let me just leave it alone. I don't want to engage anybody in a conversation because it feels intrusive to me, and not the one that I want to share. I've got them all hidden. It's interesting. That's the area that I'm going into when I start doing my my new business. Someone comment on my channel that's I can upload videos now. The real player MGTOW. Arabs are always loud, not only in the gym, Supreme, there's some type of Middle Easterns, light-skinned. My idea of Arabs are darker skinned. These guys are olive skinned, but some type of Middle Easterns. And there's a lot of homosexuality, aka pedophiles in their country. Then he comes back and say, I got no results from this channel. Well, that's just too bad. Hold on. I think it's Western women fault. Okay, he's a MGTOW. He's not ever gonna, I'm not gonna waste my time trying to teach them the truth of the game. Because if their minds have gotten so to the dark place, I'm not gonna reach down there and try to pull these idiots out. I just blocked them. And don't like the whole comment about Arabs being homosexuals without him ever being there. You know, you don't listen to rumors. He's got another one that's in my spam folder. Just do like I did, people. I just traveled to Thailand. And I'm finally here. Your stuff. Thai girls are self-haters with blonde wigs. However, I get so many girls after me. Prostitutes. See? There you go. He gave up. I would never go back to Europe. There are Thai men in there. I am a tan, sexy Italian that lived in shitty Sweden, by the way. Thailand have fixed whole ladyboy issues. Those are dudes. Have fixed whole ladyboy issues. In certain spots where only females can be at. Oh, so they put areas where the transsexuals can be. We're not transsexuals. So basically, he's getting whores. He went to Thailand just to get prostitutes. That's fucked up. Just accept that I am the man, brother. Power thanks to MGTOW. Oh, God. I just trashed this shit. He mentioned the word, if you mention the word MGTOW, you go to spam. So don't mention the word MGTOW, you know, MGTOW, you end up in spam. Let me get back to the email. I gotta go back into AOL again. I believe I was almost finished though, fellas. So let's get through as quickly as we can so we can get through our Friday evening.
You've got mail.
Excuse me. All right. So he's looking for my ab workout. I'll put one up on my main channel. Do you see any truth in any of these workouts that tout to burn 1,000 calories in a session? For 24 years, serious calorie burner, and I never heard it burn 1,000 calories. Unless you're doing some kind of 4-hour marathon session. Unfortunately, this is what I learned early in my instructing career. "30 minutes of aerobics was equal to burning, I think it was like 10 corn chips." 10 corn chips. 30, no, it was 40 minutes. 40 minutes of aerobics was equivalent to burning 10 corn chips, if I recall that correctly. It's been a long time since I thought of that. Is a great calorie burner, but it doesn't burn that many calories. So I don't know who's promoting some kind of 1,000 calorie thing. I guess they're probably saying an hour you burn. That's I've never heard of that. Okay. Some say to train like a boxer. Well, I did 90-minute aerobic sessions with weights in our hands. So we burn the most calories. We're getting probably around 400, 500 calories. And that's doing my style of aerobics, where we did lots of high kicks with your legs come up to here. Do that for a while, and then out to the side, and then move around, and then just do it again. Leaping in the air, all the stuff that I used to do in my classes. So we kept moving. You know, you don't do aerobics classes and then do one section, stop, stand around, talk to people, and drink water, and then go back and do another few minutes, then stop. You don't do that in aerobics. Country you're in, that explains your language barrier, but that's not the way aerobics works. Correct me if I'm wrong about the 1,000 calorie, but from the world I'm from, that was just unheard of. Okay. They have this face mask thing that people are using, like Bane and Batman. I was at the gym today. I saw some idiot wearing one. It's like when those came out, everybody had them. I guess they're not even D1 athletes. Like my son, he trained D1 athletes. Those athletes they're down for scholarships. They're going to get scholarships. They're going to become D1 sports stars at like colleges and stuff. They get scholarships to colleges. Athletes were wearing those for a while. But these are just ordinary dudes at the gym. And they're supposed to improve your O2 uptake and all that. But as for calories, I have no idea. So he says, train like a boxer, but never let your heart rate get back to normal. In aerobics, your heart rate should never go down. In my class, we got it up there, and I didn't do low impact or low intensity. I did super high intensity. That's why in my town, a lot of the instructors from all over town would come and bump regular people out of my classes by getting there early. I had people would call in the morning and get on the list. Best results from my classes. I was crazy back then. And I let nobody beat me in high kicks. Like my ex-girl, Susan, she was a phenomenal athlete. And she would come up and challenge me. And I couldn't lose to her. I would do high jogs where you're jogging real high up in the air, you know, because I know she couldn't last long on that one. And then go right into a set of high kicks. Kicking that leg way up there. High jogs. How do we go back to normal resting state by jogging in place? See, we didn't need to jog in place. We got those knees up there. Jumping jacks. We did air jacks. Bam, way up in the air. Boom. Legs out. Legs out. A lot of my students then were athletes and dancers, so they had the flexibility. And I eventually got the flexibility to get my legs straight out as well. That's one of the good things I had in bed was I was real flexible. What is your experience? I just gave you my experience. And he says, peace. Whew. The TW session. Remo says, currently online at this new spot I've been wanting to check out, rooftop spot. The line is very dominant society. A lot of white folks, huh? James T. So what would you say if a female asks, are you seeing other people after sex? What if she says, so what are we? That's really easy. We're two people just met. We're getting to know each other. I enjoyed this. Let's see where it goes. Now, to get her into it, I enjoyed this. Didn't you? Didn't you have fun? Yeah, me too. So let's just see where this goes. And they'll back off for a while. Women don't like to share. That's why I try to avoid that coming up. Throw a contract at them right away. Only idiots do that. After sex, hey, I'm seeing other people, and no. It's when she really gets into you, because that tells me something else. She's really digging me. That's a signal right there that I got this one. Now she wants to keep it to herself. She was telling the people at her job, about me, but she said she kept how good the sex was to herself because she didn't want anybody else trying to sniff around. That's how women are too. Two roommates that I boned, it's only because Deanna told Lonnie how good it was, because she had never been able to have an orgasm with a dick inside of her. Do all kind of shit to get her to come. Supreme, is bad to whack off on a weekly basis. If you don't have pussy, you shouldn't be whacking off. That should be the reward for getting pussy in your life. Until then, you need to keep your energy up. You start self-satisfying yourself, and you won't be out there in the streets like you should be. Any other questions so I can close out? It's my first 30-minute show, it looks like. His glasses. I can't find mine. Well, they're not on the table. Any more questions? I know it takes a moment, so I'll allow a moment to go by before I close off this show. I'm sorry Grease wasn't here. As I said, I'm not sure where he is. He might be with his girl somewhere. Look at my spam folder, email address, my simple little email address for AOL. I get nothing but spammers, internet marketers, always trying to make a buck off me. That's one thing I hate about. I hate feeling like a scammer and always trying to make a buck off someone. James T. Supreme, what is the ultimate thing we are trying to get from women? More than sex, yeah. Control. For me, it was control. To own her. To feel her love. All that led to what I really wanted was love. I wanted the love of a lot of women. I need the love of a lot of women. Like I said, told you fellas, I had a hole in my heart. All this stuff comes from childhood. Remember I told you I was a couple of months old. My mom left me with my dad actually, and he gave me to her sisters. Older brother to San Diego to help her little brother Sandy out. He was in the Navy and there was some kind of trouble down there. I don't know what she did, but she ran down there. My mama, we called my grandmother mama, all of us. And even as grandkids. Anyways, sent her down there, but she didn't take me. I don't know if you ever studied primates, but Jane Goodall and all that. I like learning stuff like that. When you have a baby monkey, and I hate to compare myself to a monkey, but it's true. They're close to us. And the mother dies, that baby can become very antisocial. It will miss the care that the mother gives, the bonding way, and then bring the mother back. That happens in human behavior as well. Robert Ontiveros, do you have a meditation for pimp mindset? No, I do not. Fellow that was asked about my meditations or player. There are meditations inside my 7 steps, the player level, but it's not you're the best player in the world type of meditation. It's just meditation to improve your self-esteem and confidence. If you reaffirm every morning when you wake up, Robert, then walk to the bathroom, take your piss, feeling like a player. You got to feel that way. Take your shower, player. You start acting like a player. You'll have that happiness come into you. There's a certain feeling when you're a player. It's a certain form of happiness because you know that you're going to solve all your problems in the world and the women are going to be attracted to you. Level of confidence that you'll get, a certain surety. See, these guys who I told to reaffirm as your player didn't do it, they missed out on a world of benefit by not doing that. So when you open your door and drive to work, you'll drive like a player. Eye contact, you'll see it, you'll get it more because you'll be vibrating at a different level. You've got to change the way your energy is vibrating through your affirmations that every morning I'm a player. And I'm going to play life till the wheels fall off. David Conde Supreme, how would you boost your energy levels? The way I would do it is not the way you really want to do it. Best to use, and what I just talked about also. That's one of the ways I did boost my energy levels. But also I use music. There was a certain song that it boosted my energy levels. Let's see. Oops. Hold on, I just realized I didn't publish. So, because I didn't publish, nobody knew that I'm having a hangout today. Fuck. Oh well. Gym advice. Shut up in the gym. I guess they did get published. Someone made a comment on it. Let me get this video. No. That song starts, a girl calling and begging. That's what I had. Women call me all the fucking time, begging for time. That's why I didn't pick up the phone unless I want to talk to them. They'd leave on my answering machine. We had answering machines. Probably you guys just only have cell phones. I had a house phone and a cell phone. I had to get rid of my house phones in like 2000 and I met Jovina. I can't remember. Anyway, they would call and leave messages. That's why I love it the way that song started. It's called I Just Want to Fuck by Dr. Dre featuring Snoop Dogg. It goes in, he talks about, bad bitches, never had bitches. That's my childhood. So this song always motivated me. And the beat's killer. See, now I'm all up in that ass, bitches. Put me in that, I could just say pimp mode. It brought out the dark side. James T. I've had women try to flag me down while driving, talk to me. I wonder if it's because I was driving like a player. You were giving off the right energy. Ontiveros. Just started waking up and affirming I'm a player. It's like all this game has manifested. My problem is I need me a team. Yes, you do. Remo says, holy fuck, this place is nice. Gonna take some video for my field report. Please do. I love to see video on the forum. You guys who aren't in the school, you should be in the school. There's a brother in Switzerland. I can't share too much of his audio files that he's posted. Let's see, which one should I get? That's in my table. Pictures, sex, audio, multiple orgasms. Let's try that one. He's proven his game. Recording. Language is in Swede. Unless you one I haven't heard yet. I don't understand Swedish, so I stopped listening to his audio files. They must be walking, or are they kissing? Let me fast forward. He plays good music. That's why I call attention to him. He has a good playlist. He plays when females come over. I don't know how African guy in Sweden got so up into American black music and knows the right shit to play. That's impressive. I was blown away by that. Let's go forward. I did. There she goes. Yeah, I haven't heard this one yet. Take. That kind of shit makes me want to jump back in the game. I missed that. With just one woman, or it was hard. Now I'm fat and old, so like fuck it. Compliments a few PUA idiots. LOL. Gotta admit they do know some cool spots. Depeche, don't ever ask me that question. Any hoe chasing tips for the clubs? Remo goes, Depeche, why you how chasing? And he goes, hi. Then he gets it right, hoe chasing. Depeche says, I'm average looking. Clubs are too crowded. Will work is hoe chasing. I'm just trying different things. Well, go somewhere else. I like to fail. I don't like people who like to fail. Goodbye. I've actually worked with this guy privately. I knew he was hoe chasing too. I just blocked him. If you're average looking, now think about this. He wants to hoe chase the hottest chicks in the club. Does that seem just asinine stupid? You're average looking, chase the hottest chicks in the club. Basically, jump out of your lane. Chicks lane. I know everybody wants to do that because we all fantasize with hot chicks, but how many times you guys tried that and failed? He refused to accept that shit, and I'm just done. You know, I'm done with this business, and I'm done with people who are too stupid to accept the truth. Don't have time to waste time like that. They're too that goddamn stupid. So you run up to a hot chick and he likes failing. That's just fucking sickness. I don't like to fail. How about you guys? I don't like a chick blowing me off like I'm ordinary. This just blows my mind. Folks are pretty fucking smart. I've never seen any stupid ones. And he can't see the logic, the mislogic here. Hot chicks want high vibration dudes. They don't date down. Do not date down. I know you guys probably saw in the movies, the big no hook nose dweeb crushing on the hot cheerleader, and then she actually likes him. She starts protecting from the bullies, the real hot guys that she belongs with. That's fucking Hollywood, fellas. David Kahn says, hoe chasing never works. Actually, that's not true. It's a numbers game. Even when you're a good-looking guy, it's still a numbers game. An average guy, ooh, that numbers game is for hot chicks. For chicks his own level, it should be okay. He'll find out what his percentage is. He'll find out, what has a sales percentage. So he'll find out what sales percentage is. Okay, I've got to talk to 20 girls to get one phone number. So get busy talking to 20 girls. Percentages. One guy posted this percentage many years ago after I started my forum. And it was like, goddamn, it was like 100 to, he got one date out of that 100 girls. So he must have been a super geek, a super nerd. I think he had 10 phone numbers and out of the 10, one date. He only ended up with one date. I know it was 100 girls he talked to. I can't remember how many phone numbers it was, though. I think it was like 10 or 7, something like that. So whatever his game was so bad, that's, by the way, is a bad ratio. You bring it down to around 20 at least. Approach 20 girls, and you might. Well, if you just approach them to dance, you have a better chance of doing anything. But you guys who are hoe chasers, you're gonna get all nut up and want to buy her a drink and worship her feet. No, that guys love to dance. They just go to the club, just dance sometimes, and that's the way you want to keep it, just on a dance tip. But guys are too desperate to do that. Attractive girl, you'll learn hard in the black community. Like brothers, they learn hard. Sisters, whew, they'll put you down. Let's go away, bugaboo. So as I was saying, there is a ratio. Told Depeche, go for the girls that are choosing you. Coaching session with Depeche, and he still couldn't do that. They're gonna come into my show and disrespect what I'm teaching. Remo says Depeche is on some bitch ass shit. I'm average, and I don't even do that anymore. Complete waste of time and energy. My fear is that guys who have fear in them, that's not you, Remo, but guys who have fear of approaching, they'll use that to keep themselves from stepping over. Because if you are one of those kind of people, you still got to approach girls that are choosing you. So that's not doing any good. Type of mindset dudes have when they are brainwashed with PUA. Yeah. See, I'm not going to compete with that in Depeche's mind. As you guys can tell, I have no patience anymore. That's the way it is. Sorry, Depeche, but I can't deal with stupidity, man. I can't deal with PUA shit. Depeche, don't come back to the forum because you're really just a hoe chaser. Get around, sniveling around my forum. that really have to do with hoe chase, like I've already busted you several times on. So on that note, let me get it back on a positive note. Any more questions, fellas? I mean, how the fuck do these people who are hoe chasers think there's some kind of magic I know to improve your hoe chasing after all I've said? You know, dress well, have good conversation, the right type of energy, your swag. That's how you improve your hoe chasing. Same stuff I'm giving everyone else. There's no magic shit. There's no magic PUA scripts, no magic openers. It's like put on a new suit and you haven't taken a bath, and you haven't taken a bath in 10 weeks. You smell bad to hot chicks. She's still going to be looking down at you. Dating, you know, your average chicks will look down on you. In a different lane. Hot chicks have been complimented all their lives of their looks. When were you complimented on your looks? Way up here. Their mind's way up here. You know, the bitch head's in orbit. You're on the earth. And they don't like to date down. Because their friends will talk about them. Their other hot friends will look down on them. She was 17 years younger than me. Her friends were getting on her about dating an old guy. And I was just I wasn't even 40 yet. Kept, you know, weathering it. She would tell me about it though. If you think hot chicks don't have their friends up in their ear, they don't want to look like they're dating down to their friends. You guys seen the movies where the hot bitches were all bitchy on campus, right? I think that's those same fantasy movies. One of them decides to, you know, date an average-looking guy, and the rest of the girls put him down. That's based on reality, fellas. Except they don't date average guys. On average, it's a rarity. Now I've seen. Here's the exception. I've seen hot females because they're like badasses. Big bald guys, black or white, tatted all up. Tats work on a certain type of groupie type girls. They're like bouncers or tough guys. They're groupies. It's East Indian. I've never seen East Indian fight. I've never seen East Indian that was had a lot of machismo. I probably never will. So that's gone. The other thing is that they're drug dealers. Basically, bad boys that are doing bad things. People up, breaking bones, or dealing. The last way is if they got a lot of money and you're dealing with a gold digger. Ordinary clubs. They go to clubs where rich men go. Okay? Sports bars. Then a club full of a bunch of youth jumping around and beer all over the place. They don't go to trash places like that. Chris Storm, hello player. I've been listening to the live stream. I'm doing some work at my PC at the moment. I just want to add, if you want to hook up with hot girls, you need to make yourself hot chick material. Yeah, I've said that before. Unfortunately, depends in America. The East Indian fellows, they don't have a good rep in America. That's the problem with East Indian fellows. There are East Indians who are doing well, don't get me wrong, but on average, they don't have a good rep with. Now, I was watching some guy said, go back to India, Paki, that stand country was above Pakistan, I think it's Afghanistan or something like that. And she got on and you know, did an angry video back to him. So, you know, I'm watching some of her videos and I said, you know, I've never seen an East Indian male with a black woman. Well, I should have said some shit like that because a video popped up in Jovina's feed. A bunch of other videos where East Indian men were dating black women. Wow. I've seen the opposite. I used to have coffee with one of the sons was married to an East Indian woman. And East Indian women are coming up. As I talked about that show that coming out of the UK, girl on it, she got ass, man. I didn't know East Indian women could get ass like that. Oh, shit. And then she's got the, that long, I love long black hair. And then the lips. Lily Singh, white women are tanning to get her color, to look like her, which is true. Is it Lily? Superwoman. Yeah, I think her name is Lily Singh. She's a very intelligent, creative woman. She has 11 million followers. It showed me one of her videos. I maybe laugh a little bit, but she's come a long ways, way beyond anyone else on YouTube. That one little white girl that used to be on there, Bubbles, or she's a little blonde white chick. Somebody might know it. She does comedy as well. She's went a long ways, but nobody as far as Lily Singh. She's writing scripts for, I guess, for her own videos. And she has workers. Been able to buy a house in Hollywood. I saw the inside of her house. It's got 2-story. She had it redesigned. She's making all kind of money, way beyond what her sister, apparently, who's a doctor, is making. So props to her. That. And I'm starting to like East Indian women. I don't want to get around, that curry smell, but she made a comment, and by the way, that curry, it tastes good. I guess acquired taste. I've seen a lot of, white folks that eat curry because I watch these survival videos and dwellers. There's one guy who lives in his element. It's called an element. He likes to make curry dishes. I've actually never had it. I had a long, long time ago. I had a studio downtown on 16th Street. And the owner, Indian guy, and he invited me to, I guess it was a party. It was nothing but males there. Women weren't there, but they were having a barbecue, and I had something with curry in it. So any questions before I leave there, fellas? It's now 4:59, so we've been going for an hour. Questions, comments you want me to comment on? Get them out. Unfortunately, Jovina she has gallstones, and every once in a while she has days where she vomits, and she's laying up in bed right now. Isaac Lopez, player. Is a girl drying up after 10 to 20 minutes of sex a common thing? Not really. I've never had a girl really dry up after 10 or 20 minutes. It shows a lack of interest if she was ever turned on to begin with, to me. I don't know what your girl's situation is, but I don't think that's normal. If she's into it, she may, if she comes real fast, then after that, you're pounding away, talking to her, she's just waiting for you to get finished. Oh, come on, I already came, come on. Be happening. In which case, you need to tune into your girl and see if she's actually having an orgasm. She may not even be interested in sex. It usually happens after her first orgasm. See, I just gave it to you. So you got to get her up for a second one. Otherwise, if she's not interested, then she's going to lose interest, and that's caused the body to have the normal response. She's not turned on, no lubrication. David Akondi, Supreme, did you ever work in a corporate environment, and did you deal with any haters? Yeah, I worked in a corporate environment. I worked at Pacific Bell Telephone. Before the divestiture from AT&T. Our big telephone company over here, just Google it, is AT&T. They used to control everything. In fact, they were did a monopoly. Word they used, but the government came in to break them up because they had too much power. They were everywhere. AT&T, part of AT&T. It was a corporate environment. I had haters. Yes, I had a couple. You're gonna go to something negative. I had haters. I got into an altercation with a black dude. He didn't really hate me. Just we got into an altercation. I was in a bad mood, and I was working graveyard. I'd stepped down, and went to graveyard because I started my business, and I was working part-time. So I figured, graveyard's cool. I train all my clients that way. I work graveyard. I could control my time. When I started to go deeper into my business, I went back to just the morning shift. So I'm quitting days, and I worked, I don't know how many months on days, but then I eventually quit. So I got into, a beef. And of course, step up to me. I was 27. People that didn't like me, no. Haters. I originally worked the day shift for like 7 years. People liked me. In fact, I was someplace and there was a girl I didn't even recognize. I didn't know who she was. And she worked with me at the Pacific. I didn't remember her. But she still remembered me, and I hadn't been to Pacific. This was in the last year. I quit in 87. Either 87 or 88. So that's how long ago that was. Again, you have a negative, you project negative energy because you have low self-esteem. So that can cause you to pick up haters because you do things well. No, it's because of what you have inside. Question: When you do a good job with a girl and you give her the bomb sex, how can you tell the best she's ever had? They'll thank you. That's why I brought it up. I've been thanked so many goddamn times. Sounds, whew, oh my God. Then I always got I would get the text back. I could barely walk. That shit. I could barely walk. I'm sore. One girl, I think I read what she said. I did a little damage up there. I wasn't pounding the pussy. I don't pound the pussy. But I like to do smooth strokes. Sometimes I like to make them feel it and, hit that bottom. I'm not huge, but I got something going for me. Isaac, I used lube the last time and was able to give her 3 more, but it felt bad having to use it at first. You were able to get her interested enough to have 3 more. That's good. Condition for just 1 orgasm. She's probably never had multiples. Remo just left, wasn't much beyond the overpriced drink. The view, I'm just scouting tonight. Okay. He also says, but that fucking drink was hella strong. Don't fall down the stairs, man. I like for Grease and I to go to New York one day. The culture. I'm trying to get him to create an audio of he was 450 or 48 pounds and how he's able to get women at that age or at that weight. And he lost weight. And then, all the way to his current situation. The games be sold, not told. So it's going to be a paid product. All right. Don't see any new questions. It's 5:06. I'm going to be out of here, fellas. That'll be Jovina's phone. That's your mother calls from the Azores every week. I'll get it. Peace out, fellas.